Hi, I'm Miss Teresa and welcome back to Make It Monday. Today we're going to make this cute sign for our front door. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start off with a pizza pan, some decorative paper, any color style that you want. You will need a big flower. I have some magnolias we got at the dollar store and some big leaves. Some acrylic black paint, acrylic white paint, Mod Podge, some thick twine and some thinner twine, and some decorative ribbon. This is the burlap with the lace, and this has the herringbone with the black and the burlap. You also need a glue gun and some glue sticks. And you will need several different paintbrushes. Okay? So let's get started. First we're going to take our paper and our pizza pan. So what I'm doing is I'm rubbing my finger along the edge to make sure that I get that imprint, because that is where I need to cut it at, so it'll fit right inside the pizza pan. You could also put it over here and trace it very carefully. There's my pen. You also need a pen if you want. You can slide it underneath there and trace it very carefully. I just find that more difficult. You could also try to put it in and press it in and see where the line is. Last thing you could do is the simplest one, which is take this out. Come on out. Thank you. And you can put this on your paper. And then you trace this. Then you have the perfect size and shape cut out for the inside of your pan. Need to do is get your white paint and your paintbrush, and this is just a white acrylic. You can use any brand of white acrylic that you want. It is totally up to you. And we're just going to paint all around the edge and a little bit on the inside, okay? And this may need a couple coats on there. That's what I found, is that it took at least 2 coats. And don't worry about your brush strokes. You want that in there because it's a rustic farmhouse look, so you definitely want your brush strokes in there. So we have the pan, we've painted all around it. Now we're going to give that a few minutes to dry. If you have a heat gun, you could use the heat gun to expedite the process, but we don't, so we're just going to give it a few minutes, okay? We'll be right back. We're back. We have the pizza pan. We did do 2 coats on the white. Don't worry about the brush marks. You want that rustic look. Now we're going to glue the paper into the center with our Mod Podge. So there's our Mod Podge. We're going to open that up. And I just have a foam brush. And you're just going to put it on thick. Take our paper, put it down. And then we're going to put the Mod Podge back on the top. So we are going to let this dry and we will be back. We are back. We have Mod Podge, the colored paper on. It's all dry now. We have the black acrylic paint, and what we're going to do with this is we're just going to give it just a little bit of tinge to it, kind of make it look very rustic, very farmhouse. Let me get a little bit out, and really that's all I'm using, so not a lot at all. And I'm getting a brush and I'm putting it in there and getting as much off on my paper towel as possible, because I don't want a lot of it on here. I just want to give it a couple of brush strokes just to kind of create that rustic farmhouse look. Almost like the paint was peeling in certain spots, okay? So I don't know if you can see it, but we're just putting it on the edge just a little bit and just giving it that little roughness to it. Bit on the inside as well. And so we put a little rough spots with the black paint. It's very dry. You don't have to worry about it too much. And we're just trying to create that very rustic farm style. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to take the black paint and go all around this edge, okay? So that's what we're going to do, is put the black paint all around the edge. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. We've painted all around the edge black, and we painted the middle lip right here. We painted that black as well. So we're just kind of going for that rustic farmhouse kind of look, okay? So from there, I have some burlap ribbon that has lace across the top, and we're just going to put that right across the middle, okay? So what I'm going to do is I have my hot glue gun. Glue some to the back. And be careful whenever you're doing the burlap ribbon, because burlap has the holes all in it, and so you definitely don't want to burn yourself. And yes, I do speak from experience, unfortunately. Come on, hot glue gun. Or hot glue stick, rather. I'm just taking a glue stick and I'm using that to push down the burlap onto the pizza pan. So that way I won't burn my fingers. Okay. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to continue to glue it across the middle, okay? That burlap ribbon, it comes in a 9-foot spool, so 3 yards. You will have plenty left over to make more of these if you wanted to make more. Okay, so that's how that's looking. Okay, so then I have some of this raffia or twine, whatever you want to call it. I call it twine. And so we're just going to glue this all around the inside part of our sign. And I'm actually going to start on this side because my flowers are going to go here and it will hide it. So that way it went all the way around the pizza pan, okay? So now I'm going to take some big leaves that I have, some this style and this style, and we're going to glue them onto the pan. So we've gotten that so far. Now I have 2 magnolia flowers. I'm going to glue these in. And I did get these at the dollar store. So you can find very nice artificial flowers at your local dollar store. You just have to be a little patient and look. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now, whenever I saw this before, I saw them use a sign that said hello on it. I could not find that at my dollar store, but I'm sure if you looked around hard enough, you would. So if you had something like that, you would add that here in the center. Right now, we're going to flip this over, and we're going to add some twine up here, so that way we have a hook to hang it, okay? So I just have this smaller twine. I'm going to tie a little knot on both ends. Alright. So then we're just going to hook this right here at the top. We're going to glue it so that way it can hang. Okay? So we're just going to put some glue right here. I'm sorry I have to flip it upside down because I can't do upside down. So I did tie a knot at each end so that way I can submerge my knot in the glue. If you wanted to drill through it, which is what the lady on video I saw, she drilled through hers. I particularly don't want to drill, so I'm just going to put a lot of hot glue. You can also use E6000. Or you could use a combination of both. The hot glue holds it for right now. It will or could pop off later on since it is a metal pan. I've tried pulling this off earlier. It did not come off. So I think it will hold pretty well. that is up to you, however you want to hook it, or if you want to drill 2 holes and then slide it through. Okay, so let's flip it back. So we've come to this part. Originally I said that we were not going to put a sign on here because I didn't have one. I did find one, so this one says happy. It is very bright and shiny, and I don't want that. I want it to be white and have that that rustic look like the back of this does. So we're going to paint our sign real quick, and then we're just going to glue it right there, okay? So to paint this, I just have the same white acrylic paint and our black acrylic paint, okay? So give it a good shake and open it up. And then we don't need to paint both sides. We're just going to paint the one side that you're going to see. And it will need 2 coats because if you can see, my paint is starting to bubble up just because this is so shiny. So it will need 2 coats, just let you know. And just take your time and just kind of be slow about it and just get your paint on. Don't be in a rush. Okay, so we're back. We've put 2 coats of white paint on our happy sign. Now we're going to go in with black, go all around the edges, on the inside, and that'll give us that rough farmhouse look. Okay, so let's get our black acrylic. And remember, we don't need a lot of this. A little dab will do you. So I literally have that much. You just don't need that much, okay? And we're just gonna go around the edge of our sign. So we're just going around the edge. You can see we're just going, and it's fine if it gets on the front because that's what you want. You want that farmhouse rustic look, okay? So we're gonna continue on with this and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I use lids to help hold them up while they dry. So we've completed the painting around the outside of it with the black paint, and we did use a little black paint on the actual sign to give it that antique farmhouse rustic look, okay? So now we're back at our sign, and we're just gonna get our hot glue gun, and we're gonna glue this right about here. This says happy. You can get one that says hello, welcome. This is just what I found at my local dollar store, so we're gonna glue that down real quick, okay? And I'm not very good at gluing it upside down, so I'm gonna have to turn it on you. Any place that you can see it touching the edge or any other flower or anything, you're going to want to put the hot glue down to make sure you get that good stick on it. There we go. That is our completed sign. So we are all ready for spring, and you can put this on your door. Like I said, you can get one that says hello or welcome, whatever you can find. This is just what I can find at my local dollar store. So I wanted to let you see how it looked with the sign on it. So thank you for joining us for Make It Monday. I hope you had fun making this sign. Make it any way you want. Just get inspiration for it. Also make sure you post your signs down below. We love seeing your creations as well. Until next time, bye.